Was trying to redirect a pass. Clark. Oh my! From Schenectady.
Clark, there she goes again. Yes!
100% of those donations goes to research. And there's Caitlin Clark out of the timeout for the lead for Iowa.
The league prospered through the exceptional performances of Lisa Leslie during the early 2000s and the unstoppable scorers Deanna Taurasi and Sue Bird, who provided unmatched leadership. Once in a great while, a player enters the scene who transforms every aspect of the story, and Caitlin is that legend. Caitlin Clark emerged as a phenomenon who established new records and represents the most revolutionary element in WNBA history. The accomplishments Clark has achieved in her first WNBA season extend beyond impressive standards towards groundbreaking achievements. Her impact on the league is undeniable because she broke numerous records while making the league more popular and commercial. The full scope of her influence requires us to study statistical evidence and analyze the current reactions, along with the developing legacy she's creating. So, before we get right into how Caitlin has changed everything about WNBA, make sure to subscribe to Real WNBA so you never miss out.
Anyone following basketball knows that Caitlin Clark is a supernova, changing how we view the women's game.
The scoring achievements of Caitlin Clark surpass any description of prolificy. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the intense expectations from her NCAA record-breaking career, she succeeded in excelling with the pressure. During her inaugural season as a member of the Indiana Fever team, Clark established records which earlier WNBA greats needed multiple years to achieve. Clark completed the WNBA season with 335 assists, which established a new record for most assists by a rookie, surpassing Tika Penichiero's previous record of 270 assists. The most astounding stat of her career was her record-setting 19 assists during the game against the Dallas Wings. A single game produced double the number of assists Clark gave than some starting point guards in the WNBA achieved over 7 days.
The excitement surrounding the WNBA has reached new heights thanks to Caitlin's play and popularity. But here's where it gets even more interesting.
Her point-scoring achievements match the historic milestones. Her 800-point total during her debut season made her the initial rookie to reach that milestone in league history, while she averaged 19.9 points per game. Her elite status surpassed all previous rookie scoring leaders through her efficient offensive performance, which demonstrated her role as a top-class offensive engine. Additionally, she became the first rookie to achieve multiple triple-doubles throughout a season. The WNBA rookie record for multiple triple-doubles in a season belonged to Clark, who demonstrated her talent for dominating every aspect of the game. Her diverse talents created a new standard which established how future WNBA point guards should play.
What is your thoughts on this whole Caitlin Clark thing and where women's basketball is at?
I actually love the attention that Caitlin has brought to the WNBA.
Her influence on the game reaches further than traditional statistical measures. The deep three-point shooting ability of Clark has transformed defensive approaches in every WNBA team. The WNBA defense must defend her 30 feet from the basket, which creates open driving opportunities for her teammates who were previously restricted in the league. Every opposing team includes her as the main focus in their scouting reports because her presence automatically transforms defensive strategies. In basketball history, only few players have demonstrated this kind of gravitational pull which keeps defenders constantly tracking her movements. Clark operates beyond the standard game to transform basketball into something new.
Like, they played this all wrong, bro.
Terribly, bro.
They was supposed to gas this shit. This is why people don't watch this shit when y'all leave college. Women's sports, because y'all hating on the best thing that's going to happen to the W.
The WNBA has faced ongoing challenges to gain widespread popularity because it consistently fights for media attention and corporate sponsorships, as well as fan attendance numbers that would match NBA levels. Throughout decades with elite athletic talent and groundbreaking players, the WNBA experienced limited success in gaining equivalent popularity and financial expansion relative to the NBA. But then came Caitlin Clark. The sport of women's basketball would achieve its highest potential through the singular talent of this player.
You can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence. the flair. Like, she's a performer. It's crazy, though, just because her shot is...
For many seasons, the Indiana Fever performed poorly in the standings while fans stayed away from their games, but a sports revolution erupted when the team became the center of attention. Gainbridge Fieldhouse witnessed sold-out events for every home game, while attendance reached unprecedented levels of 17,300 fans per game through a 320% increase from prior records in WNBA history. The increase in attendance at Gainbridge Fieldhouse exceeded simply home court advantages. The Fever brought such high demand to their games that every stop on their tour resulted in record-breaking attendance in opposing stadiums. The Las Vegas Aces achieved their highest attendance record after Clark visited their games as ticket prices surged to 450% above their original value in the resale market.
The greatest of them all, Michael Jordan, has finally broken his silence.
The television ratings, together with sold-out stadiums, confirmed her ability to attract audiences. The WNBA experienced its biggest TV ratings surge when Clark joined the Fever because viewership numbers exceeded previous averages by 200% and exceeded 1.2 million people per broadcast. These ratings numbers approached the NBA playoff viewer base. This generational talent draws sports fans of all types into the women's basketball games, including those who have never watched WNBA before and casual NBA fans and viewers of women's basketball.
I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you. We saw a white girl in Iowa do it to a bunch of black girls. Well, of course. That made it like, oh, that gained my respect. That gained my respect. I hear you.
The impact Caitlin Clark had on the WNBA extended beyond media attention to create a full economic transformation. The Fever received financial advantages from her arrival, which also rescued struggling franchises from financial instability. Caitlin Clark sparked an entire industry of merchandise demand, which reached its peak with the rapid sellout of her jerseys and signed memorabilia and limited edition trading cards. The Fever experienced a 930% increase in merchandise sales that matched the demand levels of leading NBA stars.
His words hit hard, putting those critics right in their place. What Barry had to say is something every Caitlin Clark doubter needs to hear.
Sports economists identified that Clark's participation in the league generated $36 million for the Indianapolis local economy through ticket purchases and product sales, combined with tourism activities and sport sponsorships. Her influence extended past the state borders of Indiana. In 2024, the WNBA generated its total economic activity through her performance, which amounted to 26.5%. The financial activity of the league reached more than a quarter because of a single athlete. The WNBA financial system underwent a major transformation when she entered the league.
WNBA great George Gervin also stepped up to defend Caitlin Clark, and his words were just as impactful. Gervin didn't shy away from calling out the disrespect.
Major brands took notice. WNBA sponsorships received minimal investment from companies before Caitlin Clark emerged, as most brands showed reluctance to match NBA sponsorship levels. But now, numerous corporations rushed to establish partnerships with her. The WNBA sponsorship revenue spiked through multi-million-dollar endorsement deals that Nike, Gatorade, and Google, Meta, and other non-sports brands pursued collectively with the league. The WNBA transformed into one of its most profitable periods ever, despite being a league that previously lacked stable financial stability, in large part because of a rookie who'd not completed her first season.
NBA legends, icons who know the game inside and out, have been left in awe of her brilliance. The excitement surrounding the WNBA has reached new heights thanks to Caitlin's play and popularity.
Clark's stardom created substantial impacts that reached various levels of the sports industry. The NCAA women's basketball tournaments attracted millions of extra spectators because fans wanted to watch the next Caitlin Clark play during this record-breaking period of college basketball viewership. The USA Basketball reports that youth basketball participation rates among young girls increased by 27% because of Clark's meteoric rise, which set off inspiration throughout this generation to dream bigger.
After years of furious debate about the gender pay gap in sports and repeated unsuccessful attempts to raise the visibility of WNBA, Caitlin's arrival has finally got things moving on those fronts.
Caitlin Clark's dominance matches the statistical evidence of her athletic achievements. The WNBA experienced its largest audience shift ever when Clark entered the league because she represents both economic dominance and cultural significance and massive viewer engagement. And the best part? She's only getting started.
Because it shows exactly why she deserves all the respect she's earned.
The numbers alone do not capture the complete impact that Clark has made on how people view the WNBA. Social media engagement about the WNBA reached extraordinary heights because videos featuring her deep three-pointers and flashy passes have received millions of views. Mainstream popularity of WNBA has surged because celebrities and NBA superstars continuously tweet about her games. The WNBA games have transformed from background viewing to essential television viewing due to her influence.
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark.
Clark's reach in the sports world goes further than her basketball achievements and financial contribution to the WNBA. Her actions will establish important milestones for WNBA players of the future. The WNBA faced a major criticism that it failed to secure endorsement deals as lucrative as NBA superstar agreements for years. Nike shattered all previous records in women's basketball player endorsements by signing Caitlin Clark to a $28 million deal that remains the highest ever such contract. This sports business transaction became more than just a passing news story because it established new standards for industry trends. Through her marketability, Clark demonstrated that WNBA athletes could achieve the same commercial value as NBA players, thus opening up better sponsorship opportunities for all future players.
His statement was an attention grabber, sending a message to everyone who doubts Caitlin. Her greatness is here to stay, and even legends recognize it.
If Clark's impact were a stat, would it be a triple-double, a buzzer beater, or an entire championship run? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, like, share, and subscribe for more WNBA content. Catch you next time.